Welcome to Close Reactions of the Third Kind, where I react to someone else's reaction to another video. You may find it confusing, but you'll get used to it. So let's go. But first, I've recently done a reaction to Visiting Michigan. So in fairness, I need to do one about Ohio. This will also be a 2-in-1, but slightly different. I'm not going to try to include everything from both reactions. Just everything that's in the original video and whatever response one or the other of the reactors makes. They both seem to have things to say about different parts, so that should make it a bit less cumbersome. Unfortunately, the underlying video isn't very good. Its selection of places and events seems a bit overly urban-centric, somewhat trivial, and based on whatever stock footage and promotional materials happen to be lying around. Some of the clips aren't even for the location they're describing. The crappy background music is often too loud and consists largely of a woman whining. And the AI narration is, as usual, garbage. The phraseology and vocal inflections are sometimes jarring, and the pronunciation of place names is downright painful. But in spite of all that, it seems to be the only one that anyone has reacted to, so we're stuck with it.
Ohio is in the heart of America, so you've probably traveled through it and
Wow, look at that. How does this road system work? You got an underground type road system, and then you got bridges that go over it, and then on each side. So on this left one here, you've got cars coming my way. So I'm guessing is that just a one lane? Then I'm guessing on the other side, it's the opposite way. So this way is coming towards me, the other way is going the opposite direction.
Most cities with freeways running through them have similar layouts.
That is, you got massive buildings, you got that big stadium over in the corner. This is massive. This is something
for a
I've never...
rest stop or two on road trips.
And there was a second stadium.
Throughout the years. There is, however, much more to see and do in Ohio than just stopping for gas and snacks. This is a state with big cities, small towns, and unique charm that can't be found anywhere else.
Okay.
So the next time you're planning a trip, make Ohio your destination rather than just a pit stop. There are some of the best places to visit in Ohio, whether you're flying in for a business trip, going on a cross-country adventure, or just looking for some weekend fun with the kids. As you plan your trip...
I can't believe this is a whole nother state. It's so different from all the other videos that I've done on other states. This is a totally brand new state.
All states are different.
And it looks way bigger than our biggest city here in New Zealand, which is Auckland.
Yes, normally states are bigger than cities. But it depends whether you're talking area or population. Auckland is bigger physically than any Ohio city, but only has about 80% of the population of any of the top three.
Check out our list of the top 15 best places to visit in Ohio.
It looks so clean and beautiful. Look at that. Look at the stadium. Doesn't look like an NFL stadium, that looks like a baseball stadium.
Well spotted. That's Progressive Field, home of the American League's Cleveland Guardians, formerly Indians.
Number 15.
Okay, let's go. Let's
Dublin.
go.
Dublin is as authentically Irish as it gets on this side of the Atlantic. The annual
That's what I was going to say. Isn't Dublin an island?
There are dozens of videos comparing the UK and the US. In almost all of them, a big deal is made of how many place names in the US are taken from Britain. Then this guy can't understand that place names aren't limited to one location.
Residents and visitors alike will enjoy the charming old world town, the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, the Zumbezi Bay Water Park for the whole family, High Banks Metro Park, which honors Native American history, and the Olentangy Indian Caverns, which were once used by the Delaware tribe, are all worth visiting.
Now, although I spent the first 28 years of my life in Ohio, it was around Cleveland, not Columbus. So I don't really have any experience with this name. I would naturally assume, like our little Miss AI here, that it would be pronounced Olentangy, as would be normal for English. But knowing how bad AI place name pronunciations always are, I thought I'd better check. And sure enough, somebody decided it should be pronounced with a soft G. Olentangy, against all rules of English pronunciations. Now, it took me less than 5 minutes to research this. Is it too much to expect the producers of the video to put forth a little effort?
Found all over Dublin, and you don't even have to go to galleries to see it. It's all around you.
What the? Wow, that's some big Irish dances, I tell you what. Okay. America loves doing, especially on St. Paddy's Day, a lot of stuff. Obviously, there is a lot of Irish heritage in the States as well too. Okay. Dublin.
Okay, I have heard of St. Patrick's Day. I don't know exactly what that special occasion is. Obviously, I know Thanksgiving, but let me know exactly what St. Patrick's is. And also, does that come from Ireland? It's green. I have no clue. Let me know exactly what St. Patrick's Day and where it came from.
I keep asking myself, is the U.S. the only place that has Google? These reactors keep asking the camera questions that they can answer themselves as fast as it takes to ask them. That is, if they really are looking for an answer. Because, I remember, YouTube supports channels according to viewer engagement. That's the number of likes and comments they get. And the easiest way to get comments is to ask a bunch of useless questions. Dublin is a suburb of Columbus, and outside of the Irish Festival, it really has nothing that would separate it from the main city. It should just be included with it, assuming they have an entry for Columbus.
Number 14. Marietta.
Marietta? Okay. Wait, have I heard of Marietta? That sounds very familiar.
Are you sure? There are a number of Mariettas around the U.S., and I can't think of any reason that any of them would be known in Australia.
Which was founded in 1788 as the first permanent settlement north and west of the Ohio River, has a rich history. A walking tour of the Marietta Historic District will teach you about the town's history, as will visits to some of the town's unusual and informative museums, such as the Campus Maritimus Museum of the Northwest Territory.
She gets a double wrong on this one. First, the accepted pronunciation is Campus Martius, but it's Latin, so it should be pronounced Martius. But our lame-brained computer says Maritus. So she even mispronounces her own mispronunciation. I hate AI so much.
The castle and the Ohio River Museum. When you need a break from history, take a walk or ride your bike along the paved river trail, which winds along the Ohio River's banks, or go hiking or mountain biking on the off-road Marietta Trail Network. While you're here, take a drive to see some of Washington County's historic covered bridges and the Ohio River Scenic Byway.
That is so cool. What is that boat called? Let me know what type of boat it is, and it's got that I don't know what you call it at the back, but that is so cool. Jet skis, look, they're everywhere.
The boat is a stern wheeler, one of two types of paddle wheeler. The whatchamacallit is surprise, surprise, a paddle wheel. The other type is a side wheeler, which has paddle wheels on the sides. They were a major form of river transport throughout the 19th century. Before becoming famous, Mark Twain was a pilot on one of these on the Mississippi River.
Ohio River is massive. I didn't realize it was that big. I'm not I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
13.
Okay.
Akron.
Okay. I've definitely heard of Akron.
Akron,
pretty sure.
located 39 miles south of Lake Erie and adjacent to the
Okay.
Cuyahoga Valley National Park,
Cuyahoga.
offers a
Okay,
diverse
so Lake Erie. So Ohio is close to the Great Lakes. I'm pretty, is it?
I have to bite my tongue here. I really have no right to expect a New Zealander to know much about the Great Lakes, any more than he can expect me to know anything about Lake Topa.
I think Ohio is close to Michigan.
range of
Unfortunately.
offers a diverse range of activities for outdoor enthusiasts as well as culture vultures. The Akron Art Museum, located in the Historic Arts District,
wow.
is one of the city's top attractions.
Is that monkey magic?
What's monkey magic?
Journey to the West? That definitely looks like it. If anybody knows, let me know. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay.
Where art lovers can admire both traditional and contemporary works in an exceptional gallery. Many music clubs, restaurants, and galleries can be found in the Arts District. The Stan Highwood Hall, Hale Farm and Village, and the Main Street Historic District are all worth visiting if you want to learn more about Akron's past. The Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad and
Cuyahoga.
the Akron Zoo are great for kids.
Wow, I'm guessing that's like a high school stadium.
Nope. College. University of Akron.
But another thing, your guys' zoos must be just out of the world. I've been to the biggest one here in New Zealand, which would be Auckland, and it is pretty good. I haven't been to any overseas, like in Australia, but I'm guessing over in America, you guys would have every single animal in your guys' zoos.
Akron is also the birthplace of two of the greatest basketball players in the NBA today, LeBron James and Stephen Curry.
Number 12. Toledo.
I've heard about Toledo, obviously doing college football. Obviously, I've heard quite a little bit about Toledo. Okay.
Hey, I was stunned to find you do a podcast about American college football. Good on you.
Toledo. Toledo, a medium-sized city with a massive port, is located on the lakes of Lake Erie.
Located on the lakes of Lake Erie?
The downtown area is a jumble of architectural styles, with a number of historic structures that have been saved and repurposed as artist housing.
Do you know, I didn't think Toledo was that big. The way they talk about Toledo and the Toledo War, I thought it was like a tiny little town.
At the time of the war, it was.
That's a massive city. Well, they say mid-sized, but for Australian, that's pretty bloody big city.
About the same size as Hobart.
I didn't think Toledo was that small.
You just said you didn't think Toledo was that big. Make up your mind.
Holy moly.
Of historic structures that have
Okay.
been saved and repurposed as artist housing. This gives the city a distinct atmosphere, and it serves as a cultural center for the state.
I have no idea what she means by that.
The Toledo
Okay.
Museum of Art is one of the city's
wow.
most popular attractions, with admission always free. The Old West
okay.
End, where you'll find century-old trees and beautiful historic mansions, is just a short walk from the Museum of Art.
This isn't working quite as I expected. I was intending to comment on the reactions, but I keep getting distracted by the gross inaccuracies of the original and the fierce compulsion to correct them. So we're going to be stuck with that from now on.
Number 11.
I bet you $10 within the top, probably maybe even number one will be Ohio University. Oh, sorry, the Ohio University. Guaranteed, it's got to be there somewhere.
Athens.
Oh, okay.
Athens, located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, has a varied range of attractions. This college town is home to Ohio University's main campus.
You, sir, should be ashamed of yourself. This is Athens, home of Ohio University, not the Ohio State University, which is in Columbus. It's like confusing Brisbane with Darwin.
Athens,
Athens,
Ohio.
located in the foothills of the
Whoa,
Appalachian
whoa, whoa,
Mountains,
whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? What is going on here? Is there salt? Let me know what is going on here and how the heck is this boat pulling all of those? What? Is it just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 of them? 15 of these carts or whatever you call that are floating on this water. How is this even happening?
Well, first of all, the boat is not pulling, it's pushing. And those 15 things are called barges. They're flat-bottom boats with no means of propulsion of their own. 100 or 150 years ago, the white stuff might have been salt, but not today. Or it might be containers of some sort. There's no way of telling. The only thing certain is that the clip has no relation to Athens. And from what I can find, none of the clips of the rivers are actually from the Athens area.
which boasts more than 100
Okay.
tree species, the 45-foot-tall Civil War Soldiers Monument, and
wow.
the Serene Wolf Gardens in its historic College Green area. You may also visit the Dairy Barn Art Center, sample a craft beer at a local brewery, and engage in outdoor activities such as hiking, mountain biking, kayaking, and fishing at Strahd's Run State Park.
Okay.
Number 10. Yellow Springs. Yellow Springs will entice city dwellers with a plethora of outdoor activities, as well as interesting and diverse cultural attractions. Begin your visit by taking in the atmosphere of Yellow Springs downtown, which is home to a variety of unique shops, galleries, and restaurants. Nature lovers can spend time exploring the Glen Helen Nature Reserve, which offers excellent hiking and birding opportunities, or the 752-acre John Bryan State Park, which offers rock climbing, hiking, mountain biking, and fishing. Foodies can visit the farmers market or enjoy genuine farm-to-fork meals at local eateries in the surrounding countryside, which is full of farms producing great local produce. Young's Jersey Dairy is a popular destination for families, with fun activities for the kids and homemade ice cream, cheeses, and other treats to tempt you.
Yellow Springs is pretty much just a suburb of Dayton and really doesn't have anything special to recommend it for a separate listing.
Number 9. Cuyahoga Valley National Park.
Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga Valley National Park is a great place to visit if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of nearby cities such as Cleveland and Akron. This national park offers plenty of hiking, biking, fishing, and kayaking opportunities during the warmer months, as well as fun, kid-friendly activities like junior ranger programs and seasonal train rides. During the winter, Cuyahoga Valley transforms into a winter wonderland, attracting winter sports enthusiasts who want to spend their vacation snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, or sledding. The park is genuinely stunning in early October thanks to the fall foliage.
And it's free.
Number 8. Sandusky. Sandusky, a small town with full of tourists, is also a popular vacation spot for Ohioans.
A small town with full of tourists. Incompetence is just oozing off the screen.
The town is situated on the shores of Lake Erie, with its main attraction. The town is situated on the shores of Lake.
That is massive. Is that a water park too? What is going on here? This isn't Disneyland. This isn't Disney World, I think, which is in Orlando.
She was trying to tell you it's Cedar Point, but you kept interrupting and asking the question she was trying to answer. You need to learn a little patience, my friend.
Okay, another question I have. Does every single state have its own theme park? I'm guessing this is Ohio's big theme park.
Ohio has two big ones, this and Kings Island. And no, not every state has one. They tend to be clustered around major population centers. It takes millions of visitors to make these things viable.
The town is situated on the shores of Lake Erie, with its main attraction, second only to the famous Cedar Point amusement park.
The town is situated on the shores of Lake Erie, with its main attraction, second only to the famous Cedar Point amusement park. Cedar Point is its main attraction. Without it, no one would ever have heard of Sandusky.
North America's second oldest amusement park, which attracts large crowds every year, especially during the summer. Every year, the park introduces new extreme thrills and serves as a one-stop destination featuring lodging, entertainment, beaches, and a water park. There are several indoor water parks in the area that are great for families, and strolling in the small town streets looking for nautical-themed gifts is fun. Visit the Merry-Go-Round Museum while you're in the area for a one-of-a-kind experience that will make even adults feel like kids again. Number 7. Canton. Canton is a great place to visit, especially if you're interested in history. The William McKinley Presidential Library and Museum, as well as the McKinley Monument and the First Lady's National Historic Site, are all located here. Many visitors come to Canton to see the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which features exhibits, a museum, and a Super Bowl theater that brings the game to life in a new way. While Canton is known for its football connections, the city also has some unique attractions worth visiting, such as the Canal Fulton Canalway Center, which chronicles the canal boat system along the Ohio and Erie Canal system, and the Feline Historical Society, which is a cat lover's dream. For car enthusiasts, there is a Canton Classic Car Museum, and for art enthusiasts, there is a Museum of Art.
Wow, there's a lot to do in Canton. The Hall of Fame. Okay, I completely forgot that was in Canton. Okay, all right. Wow.
Much like Sandusky with Cedar Point, without the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton wouldn't make this list. Unless, as stated, you're a serious history nerd.
Number 6. Dayton. Dayton has a diverse range of attractions for visitors of all ages. The National Museum of United States Air Force is sure to be one of the highlights of your trip, as it houses the country's largest collection of military aviation exhibits. At the Aviation Hall of Fame and the Aviation National History Park, you can pay homage to some of America's aviation pioneers, including the legendary Wright brothers.
Properly homage, since it's French. The Americanized homage is marginally acceptable, but never homage. But even a lot of human beings get that wrong.
Visit the Dayton Art Institute or the Schuster Performing Arts Center for a complete change of pace, or head to the Allwood Audubon Center or the Riverscape Metro Park for a breath of fresh air. Finish your tour by admiring the architecture and galleries in the Oregon Historic District.
That building looks very Romanesque. The one with the red, with the U shape. Almost looks like a forum.
Close. It's the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. As long as you're in Dayton, you might want to take the 40-mile drive north to Wapakoneta and the Armstrong Air and Space Museum. I shudder to think what the AI would have done with Wapakoneta. The mind boggles.
Number 5. Hocking Hills State Park. All nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts flock to Hocking Hills State Park in southeastern Ohio to explore forests, soaring rugged cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and deep, enticing gorges. You can bring a tent, RV, or rent a cabin and spend a few days in the woods. Hikers can choose from 6 hiking areas in the park, each leading to a different scenic destination. The most popular are Ash Cave, Old Man's Cave, and Cedar Falls. There are 2 mountain bike trails, and the park offers regular ranger-led hikes and talks that bring the park's history to life. For nature lovers, Hocking Hills State Park is one of the best places to visit in Ohio. Number 4.
Number 4, let's go.
Put-in Bay.
Whoa! Is that a boat? Or is that a house? Well, it looks like a boat, but it's not an order.
It was a ship. Now it's a house. Check shiponthebay.com. I'll leave a link in the description.
Put-in Bay, a small town on Lake Erie's South Bass Island, is Ohio's summer vacation destination.
It's sort of the North Coast Key West.
Take the Jet Express from Upper Sandusky.
Upper Sandusky is about 50 miles inland. It's named for its position up the Sandusky River. The Jet Express sails from Port Clinton across the bay.
And a short boat ride to Put-in Bay for non-stop action ranging from island tours and go-karts.
Not go-karts, golf carts. They've been modified to make them street legal.
To gem mining and cave exploration at Perry's Cave Family Center. The island's focal point is Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial. The 352-foot tall monument.
Look at this monument. Beautiful. I think she said that this was on Lake Erie. It's a lake right there. Looks like the ocean.
It's the second time he's been confused by Lake Erie. The monument is only 4 miles from Canada.
The 352-foot tall monument is a great place to start exploring the island, but don't forget to stop by the National Park and Visitor Center to learn more about the island's maritime history. The true appeal of Put-in-Bay is the ability to simply relax on a park bench or by the shores while listening to the waves or eating a fresh perch sandwich from one of the island's many restaurants.
Until after dusk, when the island turns into Party Central.
Number 3. Columbus. Columbus, Ohio's capital and home to many important facilities.
This is not Columbus. And judging from the trucks on the bridge, this is somewhere in Europe.
Is one of the 3 big sea cities that round out this list. The Topiary Garden, the Center of Science and Industry, and the prehistoric Indian mounds are just a few of the highlights. The Ohio State Fair, the Downtown Arts Festival, and Picnic with the Pops are just a few of the family-friendly events that you can plan your trip to Ohio around. If you're looking for something to do after the sun goes down, visit the Brewery District.
While I've been watching this, one thing I've noticed is it seems like just Ohio itself, a lot of family things to do there. But then each single town, they have concerts, they have things for kids to do. Each state is full jam-packed full of things to do.
You're ignoring what you just said. Each state is full, jam-packed full of things to do. Not quite grammatical, but true.
Like if I went to Ohio, it would take me a very, very long time to explore the whole state. A very long time.
North or German Village for some great drinks and a lively nighttime scene.
And you can't just go to Ohio and just go to the big cities or the biggest cities. Right, you have to go do all the walk treks, all the hikes, go visit all these different monuments. You just have to. You have to. If you want to understand and be an actual, do they call it an Ohioan? What do you guys call yourself? So from Ohio, do you call yourself an Ohioan?
Yes, Ohioan, but more often a Buckeye. Oh my God. Not a single mention of the Ohio State University. That is criminal. The staff of Travel World should be in jail.
Number 2. Cincinnati. Cincinnati, one of Ohio's major cities, is a fantastic destination for arts and culture. The Crone Conservatory is one of many outdoor gardens, museums, and art galleries to be found here. Cincinnati is shaped by the Ohio River and the Reds and Bengals sports stadium.
Stadiums, there's 2 of them, 1 each, next to each other, but 2 stadiums, or stadia if you're an ancient Greek.
As well as the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, are all located in the downtown area. Whatever your feelings about the city's location,
look at that building. Wow, that looks amazing. Some of the architecture already has been fantastic.
For anyone interested, this is the Cincinnati Music Hall at Washington Park.
Fantastic. The balance between that and the green spaces that I've seen so far, been pretty impressive.
The appeal is undeniable. The skyline is breathtaking, and you won't want to miss views of the Cincinnati Observatory Center or Carew Tower, the hands-on Duke Energy Children's Museum, Coney Island Amusement Park, and the Cincinnati Zoo are all good places to take the kids.
Cool. Look at that city. Look at that bridge.
Well, this is the John A. Roebling Suspension Bridge. named after its designer, John A. Roebling, who went on to also design the famous Brooklyn Bridge in New York, but died during its construction.
Number 1. Cleveland. Cleveland, which sits on the shores of Lake Erie, has grown in popularity as a tourist destination thanks to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and its popular sports teams. The historic Gateway District is a lively area that has recently been revitalized and is home to over 60 bars and restaurants. Cleveland Heights has a hip scene that is popular with young people and foodies. There's an annual Greek festival to attend.
The ship on the river has nothing whatsoever to do with Cleveland Heights. And there are a number of Greek festivals throughout the area.
We get a Greek festival here in Brisbane too. We have a lot of Greek immigrants in Brisbane. Fantastic. I've never been able to get to one. Now I can't remember what they call it now. Is it something beginning with K? Let me know down in the comment section if you know what it... Kyrios? No, I can't remember. But yeah, it sounds very interesting. We have them here, the Greek festival as well. Okay.
There's an annual Greek festival to attend, and there are plenty of live music venues to choose from. The Cleveland Zoo, the Interactive Children's Museum, and the Greater Cleveland Aquarium are all family-friendly attractions. In Cleveland, sports are very popular, and you can see the Cleveland Indians play,
now called the Guardians,
at Progressive Field. Nothing.
I really like that. That was very interesting. Like I said, there's some towns in there that even I've heard of before. And then obviously there's a lot of sports in Ohio as well too. So, but that was very interesting. Like I said, for the green spaces to some of the architecture, great balance of that. But some very interesting, like some of the museums and everything like that. That was very interesting. Very interesting. Sounds like looks like I should say, a very interesting state. A lot of stuff to see in Ohio as well too. That one, the island, that Put in Bay, that looked like it belonged in another state. You know, when you think of Ohio, you know, I've heard it's very cold and they get, you know, some inclement weather and whatever.
Yeah, they get a little snow now and then.
That just looked very peaceful and kind of very coastal. Looked like a great place to kind of go on holiday. So, but that was a very interesting video. So,
well, that was kind of fun. Now, if you'll excuse a little hometown bias, they ignored so much about Cleveland. The Great Lakes Science Center, Playhouse Square, the largest performing arts complex outside of New York City, with its giant chandelier. The Metro Park's Emerald Necklace surrounding the city. The USS Cod, NASA's Glenn Research Center. The Christmas Story House. The Cleveland Clinic, rated by Newsweek magazine as the third best hospital in the world. Yeah, not a tourist attraction, yeah, but still, so forth and so on. If they left all this out here, they must have done the same for every place else on the list. In general, this video is worthless. The reactions are fine. Lyle, the large fuzzy Aussie, and Tanks, the yappity New Zealander, did a fine job, but the original video was just nonsense. But we made it through regardless. I don't think I'll try this 2-for-1 anymore. It's just not worth the effort. Anyway, thanks for putting up with me, and I hope we'll meet again.